After more than 10 years in control of Liverpool, the transfer approach of Fenway Sports Group has become set in stone. While never shy to invest in the first team squad, the majority of funds come from making best use of the market. One clear promise to Jurgen Klopp is that any money raised from the sale of players will be used to bolster their resources. Klopp has already signed centre-back Ibrahima Konate for 36 million from RB Leipzig this summer. The Liverpool manager may also look to strengthen his attack and possibly replace Gini Wijnaldum, who has left for Paris Saint-Germain on a free transfer. Borussia Mönchengladbach's Florian Neuhaus is one of the midfielders in the frame if Klopp decides to do that. But who could leave to fund further signings, and how much would their sales generate? Let's start with Marko Grujić, who is in demand after a successful season on loan at Porto. Liverpool want around 20 million for the midfielder, who was Klopp's first signing as the club's manager, but they could take 15 million. 15 million could also be enough to tempt the Reds into selling Xherdan Shaqiri, who is representing Switzerland at Euro 2020. Shaqiri almost departed Liverpool last October before changing his mind and opting to fight for a first team place. While seeing plenty of game time at the start of 2021, the winger featured for only 32 minutes in the final 11 Premier League games and recently admitted he would speak to his agent about his future after Euro 2020. Divock Origi failed to make the final matchday squad of the season, which was indicative of a disappointing campaign for the Belgian that has also seen him left at home by his country for the Euro 2020 finals. Available for transfer, a number of European clubs are interested in the striker, who could bring in 15 million. Liverpool were asking for at least 20 million for Harry Wilson before football was curtailed in March 2020. And whilst they would ideally want nearer 15 million, it may be that they accept 12 million for the winger, who impressed for Cardiff City on loan last season and is in the Wales squad for Euro 2020. A more contentious departure would be that of the £10 million rated Takumi Minamino. Whilst they're not actively seeking to move on the attacker, Liverpool could be persuaded by an offer that gives them a reasonable profit on the 7.25 million they spent to take him from RB Salzburg 18 months ago. Southampton have held discussions with the Reds over Minamino's future after he spent the last 4 months of the season on loan at the South Coast club. And who else could go? There is also the £8 million rated striker Taiwo Awoniyi, the £3 million rated goalkeeper Loris Karius, and the £2 million rated attacker Ben Woodburn. Now, with clubs across Europe counting the cost after more than a year without supporters, getting the prices Liverpool want for players mentioned could prove difficult. So over to you, Michael Edwards.